Alrighty, everybody, let's freaking do it. Let's freaking go. For those of you tuning in live, before we head on over to my alt, we're going to do a little bit of a tier list. Look at your boy, so load, pugged by myself again. KSM got the mount, got the team, and we are here. Now that I've done it, I feel like I have a say in. I can have a formulated opinion about the dungeons now. I can say which ones were shit and which ones were not, which ones were difficult, which ones were easy. I can kind of have an opinion a little bit more than if I was like 0 rated Mythic Plus noob. Who the fuck cares about what you say? I have an opinion. Let's freaking go. Let's head on over to the tier maker right now. Alrighty, so 8 dungeons, Mythic Plus content, or just the dungeons in general, but I'm basing it off of the Mythic Plus difficulty, because normal mode and heroic mode, I mean, hell, Mythic 0, it's easy claps. I don't care what dungeon you're doing. To be honest with you, I don't know what rating or which one was my highest. Actually, no, I know what my highest key was because I did it last. But other than that, I don't know what keys were what, and I'm not going to look back on it because I don't want that to influence my actual thoughts on the dungeons themselves. I'm not going to take too long with this tier maker. I'm not going to take too long with this tier list. Let me know down below in the comment section as well what would your order be. We have 5 levels, S tier, A, B, C, and D. In fact, let's delete D and let's just go with 4. So S tier, A, B, and C. I'm going to have 2 on each row, hopefully. That's the plan. If I really think it's shit, I will make it shit. But let's start off, and I will rotate depending on. You know what? Let's start off with which ones I know will be C. That's difficult. Azure Vault can go in C. That was the fucking worst piece of shit dungeon I've ever seen in my life. No matter what I pugged it with, it was not fun. I don't care. The dungeon's cool. It's just so fucking long too, dude. I hate long dungeons. Like, give me 20 bosses, give me 50 million bosses. I don't care. The average nowadays is like 4 bosses a dungeon, but damn, bro. This dungeon was so long. I know classic days. I know BC. I expected it back then, but not anymore. Especially when we have things like Grimrail Depot, and even Shadow Moon Burial Grounds is freaking super quick. But nah, Azure Vault was ass. The amount of movement, the amount of stuns, the amount of interrupts, tyrannical, fortified. No matter the week, it was just shit. I hated it. Don't want to see it ever again. The dungeon's cool, but fuck, no. Not on a Mythic Plus level. Go away. I don't want to see you in Season 2. Please, go away. Next up. I know my lower ones. The next 2 would be Court of Stars and Halls of Valor. So these are older dungeons. Only reason why I prefer Court of Stars over Halls of Valor is because of how short Court of Stars is. Especially if you have a group that actually knows it. And I had a group twice that knew it. Especially the part before the last boss, the RP adventures. That was, whew. If you have a group that knows it, this is a quick dungeon. And fuck it, Halls of Valor, Court of Stars. So Halls of Valor is going to go in the same pool as Azure Vault. Why? Why would I put Halls of Valor down there though? You know what? I cannot put Halls of... You know what? We're going to have 3 probably on B. I can't put Halls of Valor on the same tier as Azure Vault. Azure Vault's on a plane of its own of bullshit. Halls of Valor, it's just not... I don't like it. It's just not an enjoyable dungeon to me. Oh, the first boss is... I hate the first boss. I don't mind it. But if you're with pugs that don't know it and they just stand in things, especially if you do it on a high key, the amount of damage that they take from that first boss, woo! So first boss is AIDS, and then... I mean, the dungeon itself is easy, though. Second boss is easy. Third boss, the wolf, is easy. 4th and 5th boss, but you get very quickly. Huh. I might put Halls of Valor over Court of Stars, and I am. I'm gonna put Halls of Valor over Court of Stars. I love Court of Stars with how quick it is, but Halls of Valor is just so easy. The first boss is the only difficulty that I've noticed, or that I've seen. I had no issues with it. That's why I want to put Halls of Valor over Court of Stars, is because from my perspective, it's easy dungeon. Court of Stars is easy too, and it's quick. But I mean, if you get the group that doesn't know what they're doing, oof, that could be a puzzle. But let's move on. I like that right now. Algathar, you know, will be the top of B tier. I like the dungeon. I like the fact that you can pick an aspect and have a buff. I love the difficulties of each boss. The bird boss, if you have a group that's just fucking trolling their brains out and choosing the wrong buffs to negate, that could be a pain. The timer on Algathar is very minimal too. You cannot make that many mistakes. But overall, the dungeon's pretty tight-knit, and I actually liked it. And I love the aspect and everything of it. I just love the looks of it. It's cool. You get an elemental, you get a fucking bird, you got a dragon, you got everything. You get it's like going to a buffet and you got everything, bro. That's what I like it. Not every buffet is great, and that's Algathar, but it was still good enough, and I like it. It's definitely better than Halls of Valor and Court of Stars, in my opinion. Even as a dungeon, even as a difficulty, I do enjoy it. 4 left. Like I said, Azure Vault's got a tier of its own. I hated it. See, I would do that, but I can't. Because I'm basing it off of what dungeon I like. Nothing else. If this was based off of difficulty, I would put Shadow Moon Burial Grounds up there. That was the easiest Season 1 Mythic Plus dungeon to do for Dragonflight, by far. I gotta drag it down because I don't really like the dungeon too much, except for the final boss. Everything before the final boss, I don't like it. I just don't enjoy it. It just doesn't feel like it fits the theme, to be honest with you. There's a theme they tried to go with. It just doesn't feel like it. Final boss is my favorite part of the dungeon because it just fits the mood of Warlords of Draenor, but other than that, I don't really like Shadow Moon Burial Ground. I prefer... And this is based off of Season 1 Mythics, by the way. I would do that because I gotta base it off of, do I like the dungeon, the difficulty of the dungeon, so do I like it, the difficulty, and the overall. I'm putting everything into this tier list. I will do a quick one right after in the same video with the order of my favorite ones, but right now I like this. Ooh, what is ooh, I've got a nice little picture thing going on here. Next up, what do we got? Ruby Life Pools. Because I know Ruby Life Pools is my favorite dungeon, I'm putting that up S tier. You can probably guess why Ruby Life Pools is my favorite dungeon. It's got 3 bosses. It's quick. It's fast paced. At the beginning of the season, ooh, people were hating it. And I still loved it. Because I had no issues with it. No good offense. Temple of... Yeah, that's it. I mean, I can't really say anything else. No good offense is cool. I just love the aspect of the dragon flying around. I just felt it was cool. I liked it. It's a different dungeon. I just like it. Temple of Jade Serpent, I mean, it's an old dungeon. But overall, it was very easy. There's no, like... you have to kill everything. And that's what I liked about it. It's a dungeon where you kill everything. And it's not like there's extra trash you have to go find to get the percentage completed. You legit just go first boss, second boss, third boss, finish, and you're done. You don't have to worry about percentage, just complete the dungeon, and it's nice. Some of these dungeons, you got caves, caverns, little tunnels here and there with extra mobs. Should I go kill those? Nah, this path is better. Should I go kill those? Nah, this path is better. You wanna, it's like a race to the finish Temple of the Jade Serpent, just be good and complete it. And I like that. That's the type of... I will take those for Mythic Dungeons if that's how it was in the future. But yeah, that's my Mythic list. If I was to order this of which dungeons I enjoy, which ones that I actually like to do, Ruby Life Pool's number 1. No Good number 2. I would jump Algathar at number 3. Temple of Jade Serpent number 4. Court of Stars 5. Halls of Valor 6, Shadow Moon 7, and Azure Vault 8. That's probably my list for my dungeons that I like. That's easy, the list. To be honest, I haven't really enjoyed Azure Vault at all. Definitely not a fun dungeon. But again, let me know. Let me know favorite Mythic Keystone order as well as your favorite dungeon order down below in the comments.